Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 9557 Southeast 32nd Avenue here in Portland. We're located on the right side of the home, right next to the crawl space access. We have a 3-inch ABS screen out as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. Okay, so the camera is immediately inside the cleanout, right at the base of it. I just zeroed out the camera. We do have the kitchen sink running. It's running kind of light duty. It doesn't have great flow. We do have some standing water here in the line right off the bat. And I'll camera back into the crawl space here in a moment to see how that looks going back into there. But I will recommend a repair to correct that amount of standing water there. And line transitions over to cast iron pipe immediately upon access. Here at about 6 feet out, you do have like 4 or 5 danglies hanging from the top of the pipe there. They are coated up pretty good with grease, so it is hard to see exactly what's underneath there. Those do appear to be roots that have come through the line there. It's also possible that some other object, like nails or something, has been knocked through the top of the pipe. I'm seeing more and more of the danglies hanging from the top of the pipe. It's possible there's some kind of fungus. I don't know exactly what that is. Here at 65 feet, the line transitions over to concrete pipe. And here at 76 feet, we definitely have a root intrusion coming through the joint here. More roots here at 79 feet. Some separated joints, more roots at about 81 feet there. And here at 88 feet out, we have reached the terminus for the line. I'm going to go ahead and do locates, figure out where the line ended up. Okay, I did locate the camera head successfully out in the street on Southeast 32nd. We're still letting the line drain out. Here's where one of the roots is at. It's out in the street area. I can try and locate. It's a very busy road, so I'm going to recommend they have locates performed by the city in order to locate this. But this is going to be in the street area. We're only about 5-6 feet back from the main lateral. And I would generally recommend doing a pipeline or sleeve in this situation rather than digging up the street. It's generally much cheaper to do. All right, I was able to locate the camera head here at 76 feet. This is the first root intrusion in a line of, I believe, 3 or 4 different root intrusions. I was able to put a marking on the road. It's about 4 feet out into the street, marked with a white X. We're at about 6 feet 6 inches deep there. And then from that point on out to 82 feet, we do have root intrusion. I would recommend doing a pipeliner on at least that portion of the line to obviously correct the root intrusion problem. It would be an ideal time just to sleeve the entire concrete section and just update it all and keep this issue from happening in the future in other joints. Throughout the roughly the first half of the line here, mostly in the cast iron, we are seeing some debris collecting on the sidewalls there. I do recommend a HydroJet to clean the line out, get all the grease and debris buildup out of there, and then a rescope just to make sure there's no issues hiding underneath that stuff. This part especially, it's very thick. It's very important to get this cleaned out and re-scoped to see if, you could possibly have the bottom of the pipe here wearing out, and that's what's going on. So it's very important to get the line cleaned and re-scoped. And so we're back here just beyond the clean out. This is where the belly is at in the line here. Looking down into the clean out, the camera head submerges completely underwater, so there's about 1 inch of standing water here. I'm going to reverse direction and try and go back into the crawl space. As we just reversed direction here, we're heading back into the crawl space. Well, it looks like the standing water is pretty much smack dab. It's about 6 to 8 inches on either side of the clean out standpipe. I would recommend a repair there. I'll just put a white marking on the ground. But yeah, it looks like it's just isolated to right about where the clean out tee is at. Again, about 8 inches or so on either side of the clean out here is where the standing water is at. I do recommend a repair there to correct that. There's about 1 inch of standing water. It is causing debris to collect, and it's restricting the flow, and especially when it's coming right out of the gate this way, it's slowing everything down before it has to travel about 88 feet to the main. So I want to get that corrected so it doesn't cause debris to collect and block up there. I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera out. Again, I recommend a HydroJet to clean the line out. There's a lot of debris, and possibly the bottom of the cast iron could be wearing out. So need to get that jetted and re-scoped to check the line there and see if there's any underlying damage under all the grease buildup. I do recommend a repair all the way out from 76 feet to 82 feet at least to correct the root intrusion. I was able to mark at 76 feet in the street, and from beyond that point I was not able to do much. There's just a lot of traffic out there, and the angle of the line is going to make it very difficult. So anyway, I recommend a repair in the street to correct the roots. Ideally, I would do that by pipeliner or sleeves. You don't have to dig the street up and save some money. I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera out. I recommend a rescope after all the procedures are done to ensure that any repair work was done properly.